Well, here we are, thoughts from the office, Rednecks Pride Outdoors. Just a few weeks away from our Rednecks Pride Outdoors mini rendezvous, June 1st at the Piney Hollow Gun Club on Victoria Avenue in Franklinville/Newfield. If you're looking on the GPS, it could come up as either one of those, but it's Victoria Avenue. And the June 8th, Croton Rod and Gun Club up in Flemington. Kind of excited. Both my son and I are both excited about these rendezvous. It's not just a time of get together, but we're going to give instructions and I've had some folks say to me, well, we'll just leave it at that. But what I want to bring out here in this little video is this. I started snaring in 1986. We had a regular snare at that point for a year, and then we had to switch over to the cable restraint. That one, the first cable restraint that we got in 1987 was classified as a non-lethal body gripping restraining snare. Whew, talk about a mouthful. And what that cable restraint had on it was simply this: a deer stop 6 inches from the top of the lock, and a swivel. That's what we had in 1987's cable restraint. What do we have in 2024 cable restraint? A deer stop 6 inches from the top of the lock, and a swivel. This many years later, we have the exact same system as we started out with. We don't have breakaways. We don't have system length mandates. We do not have a non-entanglement regulation. We live in the most densely populated state in the nation for people per square mile. And 30 some years later, we're still going strong with cable restraints and snaring. Matter of fact, that's all we have for fox and coyote cable restraints. Raccoons, we have cable restraints, cage traps, and dog proofs, and I guess you could call a cage trap for fox and coyotes. But even though I catch fox in cages, they're not the greatest tool out there for fox. Our mink and muskrat are snares, and our beaver, if it's underwater, is a snare, and if it's above land or halfway in and out, it's a cable restraint. So, why am I going through all this? Because we have pretty good snaring regulations. We don't run into problems, per se. And we don't have any other options but cable. And when the only thing you have at your disposal to catch coon and fox, well, catch fox and coyotes, and a lot of coon, is cable, then you learn to do things with it that you normally wouldn't take the time to learn, because you can revert back to a foot trap. And would I love to have a foot trap back in New Jersey? Absolutely. Would I love to have a foot snare in New Jersey? Absolutely. Would I give up the cable restraint or snare to get the foot trap back? Absolutely not. You heard me right. There is no way I am giving up my cable. I'm not going to give it up. Because the New Jersey trappers using cable have learned how to do this in, let's just say, not so normal ways. And I lead that group probably because I've learned how to use cable with baits and lures, with all kinds of different ways of doing it. And simply what I did was this. I took mindsets of foot trapping, location, and converted it into cable. You know, I tell guys all the time, the foot trapper, you have the one type of location. I just come off that location for my cable. And I'll explain that at the rendezvous. I won't explain that here. I took the visuals of dirt holes and walkthrough sets and replaced the foot trap with cable. To say I am unorthodox snarman, you would be completely 100% correct. And that's some of the things we're going to show at the rendezvous. That's 3 o'clock to 7 p.m. talking about cable restraints and snares. So, I want to invite you to come out, a little good English. Again, the first session is how to make a cable restraint or snare. The second session will be supports. And the third session will be setting, not hanging, setting cable. June 1st, Piney Hollow Gun Club, Franklinville, Newfield, New Jersey. I'll post the addresses up probably this week. June 8th, Croton Rod and Gun Club, Flemington. All right. Bit me. We'll talk to you later. Rednecks Pride Outdoors. Hope to see you there.